BEEX project is a no-profit foundation about visual art and photography. If you want to help us, just drop a donation on buymeacoffee.com/BerlinExplorer. So, welcome to 50 Minutes of Experience. Today I'm with Sucharith Somayajula. Welcome.
Hey.
So, nice to have you here today. And just like everyone I ask, I will love if you can introduce a bit of you today before, and then we can talk a bit in the details about everything else.
Yeah, I'm Sucharith Somayajula. I'm a project engineer based in Atlanta, and have been working as a project engineer since 4 years. And I originally hail from India. So, yeah.
So, tell me a bit more about you as also a visual art in this case. So the point of the podcast is we have to talk. So
Yes.
let's make the talk a bit more bigger.
Okay. Yeah, since I was a kid, I developed interest in photography. My father gifted me a Kodak camera. The film cameras, the Kodak camera. So my father gifted me that, and I started taking random pictures like everyone. But I got this question how a negative can be developed into a fully developed positive film photograph. So I used to ask my parents or relatives regarding that, and none of them solved the mystery, because even they don't know the process that a negative will go through. Uh, so it got stuck in my mind, and as I grew up, and when I was in my teens, I came to know the chemical process of a negative, how it can be fully developed into a photograph. So and also there is a friend of mine, he got this Canon 550D. So that's my first introduction to the digital side of the photography. Since then, I developed interest in photography, and also, to be honest, when I was in my teens, I used to wander in streets. So I used to observe the people. Like their behavior, particularly in groups, as well as how they behave when they are being alone in a particular situation or in an event. So I don't want to confine myself or label myself as a street photographer, but at the end of the day, we have to fall in one of the baskets. So yeah, I can say that I take or I enjoy capturing the moments, the candidness of the streets, of the people, yeah.
Yeah, that's really clear from your picture. It's interesting. You have different kind of picture, some different colors on different. So you try many different way and style, I think, and this is interesting. And but it's interesting also the way you approach at some pictures, and I'm asking to myself. You get influenced from other photographer you see, and you try to make that kind of styles, or how that happen?
No, I don't see that I got influenced by particular photographer or not by particular person. I just want to quote Ansel Adams' statement, like it goes like this, like you bring to the act of photography all the books that you have read, or the music that you have heard, the people that you have loved. uh, I mean, that all these things will shape you as an individual. So I will get, I get influenced by most of these things. So whenever I listen to a song, or whenever I talk to a person, if I find anything interesting, uh, if I feel that it is so captivating to me, uh, I will always try to get inspired from that particular thing, and also I will try to incorporate that thing into my craft.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you some a pair of question. Like, okay, first of all, do you usually connect with the people you shoot in the street, or in yeah, even, I mean, in general, the people you take picture with, mostly you connect with them?
Well, to answer this question, I would say that I if you look at my body of work, most of the photographs they contain that candidness. I'm so fascinated about that, like um, just keeping the things as realistic as possible, or like as candid as possible. So I mean, I just capture them because if they notice me, I'm like capturing them, they become camera conscious. So I don't want to spoil that. The very essence of that particular moment just go and vanish. It just vanished, you know. So I don't want to spoil that. So firstly, like first thing in place, I will get the I will I'll get them into the frame, or I capture them. So if I feel that they are noticing me, I mean, like, or if they look at me like, hey, who is this fellow? Why is he taking pictures of me? Then I'll go towards them, and I just introduce myself that I'm a photographer and I do this. Then if they like, I show them the pictures too. So if they like the pictures, uh, I get the emails, and I'll send them. If they don't like taking me, I mean, like, if they don't like capturing them, I just delete their pictures right away.
You create any problem to delete the picture in that particular moment? I mean, right away. This is it's nice, and I mean, not a lot of people told me that. I mean, usually it depends. Uh, if I capture a moment, even if I delete a picture, I think I watched, and it's impressed in my mind. So, and in a way, I think the past is something we cannot delete. So why to delete something we don't like, and why not to understand why we don't like something?
Uh, I mean, uh, to put this in the context, I would definitely say I really respect their freedom. Like, I really respect their choice. They have their own privacy, and like I told you, if they like the pictures, I I edit them and I send them in the mail. Some people they don't like being captured, so if they notice me taking them, I'll just right away I mean, as I told you, I respect their freedom and their privacy. So I just delete those pictures, man. That's it. Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
cause that's what keeps us moving. And that's not only the movement, right? So there are like limitless possibilities on the street that's happening every day and everywhere. So it's not that particular movement. And I don't see that there are many instances but there are like few instances like some guys call me and said, hey, I'm like, I don't like being photographed, so if you can please delete that. And I do respect it, I do respect the choice, so I just straight away delete them in front of them, you know.
Have you ever asked yourself why someone could say to you, "I'd like to be photographed"?
uh, I mean, maybe they have their own choices. Some people once, I mean, like, for example, there is this instance, there is a woman sitting on the bench, and I noticed her. It's a very beautiful background, and it is also a fleeting moment. There's a crowd passing by, and I thought it was a very a beautiful moment to capture, or beautiful scene to capture. Then all of a sudden, she noticed me, that I'm capturing her. So she actually approached me, and I don't know, because of her own personal reasons, she asked me not to take pictures of her. And yeah, I respect her choice. And I didn't even take any pictures of her. Maybe I got one or two pictures. So I just deleted all of those pictures right in front of her.
And yeah, I get your point, but sometimes I think like pictures are influenced from the moment, and so even if sometimes will be not right or not fair in that moment, I keep the picture, and in a way or another, we connect again with these people, and I had some more experience that these people probably didn't want to picture, but after years they found out that I had this picture and I was so happy about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like we don't consider the negative. Something can be positive in the right there in the moment, but
Oh
then
yeah.
when pass sometimes we just laugh about and remember with a smile.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I mean, like, I have like I have like tens of thousands of images, but I don't put them out, you know. So but if I go back and look at all of these pictures, that's a beautiful memory, right? Like, it's a diary, it's a diary of our everyday life. And I cherish those images, man. So but at the end of the day, I respect their freedom and their choice. Yeah.
So let's go to the next question. Next question for me is there are experience you will love to doing in your life that you didn't do it right now, and or you had not the possibilities to do it.
Sorry.
There are experiences you want to do it in your life that
Mm-hmm.
you was not able to do it, or you want to do it, or you are dreaming to do it in your life.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, um, I don't say that. Uh, I just go with the flow, you know. Like, I don't prepare. Like, I don't have a predefined notion in my mind. Um, and I just go with the flow, you know. I just have my camera sometimes, and even if I don't have my camera, it's not about the camera, right? It's about the eye behind the camera and the mind composing the frames. So I don't say that. I'm like, there are no such instances like, okay, well, if I have my camera, I can capture this. Maybe it's not like that. Like, I I really enjoy being in that moment and observing each and everything. Then maybe I can definitely incorporate that particular idea or theme on my next shoot. You know?
So yeah, so that was nice. And just the last question, I will say, have you ever joined the podcast before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the podcast. No, no. Actually, this is my very first podcast. You know, so but I was in an interaction with some other photographers, but this is my first podcast ever. It's very nice being part of this podcast, and uh, I just wanna say two things. I'm like first thing to our listeners, and the second thing to you. So I mean, like if so for the listeners, it's like if if it if it makes you happy, it doesn't have to at least make sense to anybody else. So just go out, enjoy, and do what you like. And to you, Emiliano, um, as I told you, man, previously, like you guys are doing a very great job, like reaching out to the emerging artists in the world, and I want you to become a big community in the street photo. I mean, not only in the street photography, in the photography world, and keep moving, keep shooting, keep learning, man. Yeah.
For sure, we keep moving. I never stopped to work on it. I mean, it's now more than 1 year. I'm working on it, and the point is, if I have to say, I don't dream right now to have a big community. I mean, for sure, will be good to have more help from more people, because the point is this: it's difficult to have help from the few people that are there.
Mhm.
But for me, when I watch it, for example, on Instagram or in any case, we have also other platform where we have different people. So then, if I watch it, these totally 7,000 people, okay, I think there are a lot of people, and I talk with all of them, and it's not easy to talk with every person. So I will not imagine to have 1 million follower, because I will be frustrated to cannot talk with everyone or don't give the right attention. But I think sometimes will be easier if that few people will be totally involved in something, and they will pay a bit more attention
Mhm.
on what you do, no? And will be much more easier. That's why I don't really. My goal is not to become something too big, because something too big is also something. As yeah, for sure. For example, when I watched some profile on Instagram, some magazine, and they have 1 million of follower, I
Mhm.
think also about about how many of them they pay attention to what they do.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's more you go in the crowd, then more it's difficult that someone listen your voice.
Oh yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Like if you if I agree with your statement. Like if you are being in the crowd, your voice get dissolved. So if you stand apart from the crowd, you can have your own voice, like your own distinctive style. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys are really doing a great job. Like I mean,
I hope I spend a lot of my time on it. So then
yeah,
most of the time I spend on the project. So I hope I'm doing a good job.
yeah. It's not. Yeah, really, it's a great job.
So thank you a lot. So this was Sucharith Somayajula. Huh? This July in the end is difficult. So I just repeat that this was Sucharith Somayajula, and
Yeah. Mhm.
was nice to meet you. And if anyone want to see the work of him, it's on the link in description. If you wanna comment, cryptic, or joining or saying something, or what else, wanna just be involved in this podcast, send a voice message using the last link in description. And that was nice again, I say, and thank you a lot,
Well,
Susharit.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad to be part of this podcast. Thank you, Emily.
Thanks for listening to our podcast. Learn more about our project at allmylinks.com/BerlinExplorer, or visit our Instagram and follow BerlinExplorer project.